Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's the Mike and Mish show. It's your favorite guys. That's Mike. I'm Mish. What's up, Mike?
What's up, Kyle? Mish? Kyle Mish?
Yo, you know what I was just noticing when we were having that little intro there is that now that our logo has changed and our color pattern has changed, and maybe it's time for a new intro.
It
What do you
is
think?
time for a new intro.
It's
And as a
time.
matter of fact, your boy Mike has been looking for some music. I've talked to some people.
Did you go to store?
I go to store to get music. But I talked to somebody to get some beats, somebody close to us that's gonna make some beats for us, and also got some other ideas brewing. So yes, new intro coming up soon.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I don't know who this mystery person is, but you can tell me afterwards. But
Yep.
guys, we have a really big show tonight. We got two guests. We're going to have the first one come on in a minute. She will be challenging our second guest of the evening for the world title August 27th in Albuquerque, New Mexico, when the BKFC has an event in yet another new city in another new state in the United States. And they just keep spreading this company around. And what better way to kick off a new city than to have a world title with two of the baddest women on the planet? What do you think about that?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. New Mexico. I've never been there before. I'm really excited to go, but even better, another state that allows bare knuckle fighting to happen.
About fucking
We need
time.
every state. What is going on? What is this? I can't even say what is this, the 1800s, because that's when they used to have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what this is.
And you can't
Are
say
we
that. What is
aliens?
this? You can't say what is this, Russia, because they've been having bare knuckle this
Right.
whole time.
How is the 1800s in Russia doing better than we are here in America? We need to do better, damn it.
We need to do better. Now,
Unbelievable.
hey,
Can't
let's
believe
go. Yeah. All right, man. Let's go ahead and bring in our first guest of the evening. She will be challenging Christine Ferea on August 27th for her title. She is 3-0. She is the Killa Bee, and she is Taylor Starling. What's up, yo?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh man, if it isn't the sting, no, what is it? What's the banana and the bee? You're the bee.
I'm
You
the
are
bee.
Yeah. Are you
One and only.
are you guys still pumping out episodes of that, or is it you put it on
Listen.
hold while you're training?
It's on hold right now, and it's totally my fault. Like Dave has been like every week, like let's get something out. I'm like I'm just focused on fight camp right now. It's
As
really
you
hard.
should.
Like right now, I'm at the gym right now, and it's 9:00 at night, and I'm probably not going to get home for another hour. And it's just like by the time I get home, I'm like the last thing I feel like doing is a fucking podcast. But I mean, I'm happy to do this one, but like to go home and like get my shit together to do our own.
Yeah, you got to set up your little studio and all that shit,
Yeah.
and it's tough. It's challenging, but you know what? As you should be. You're focused on a world title. Before we talk about that, real quick, I want to touch on something. Your boy Brian Battle this past weekend, teammate of yours,
Man.
motherfucker! What a performance by that guy in the ring and afterwards. Tell us what you think about his whole performance for the weekend.
I mean, we all knew it was coming. Like we get to see Brian day in and day out, and that man worked. Like we all collectively together work so fucking hard that just losing is not an option. And like, in Brian Battle's energy, like he's one of those people. If he says he's gonna do something, or he's always getting after it. So it was just awesome. And like me and him have been in fight camp together this whole time, and just to watch that pay off and him have that sweet moment was so awesome. He deserves it. He's a fucking monster. People don't understand that man like has such a swag about him, and the way that he grinds and works, like it's insane. So we all knew it was coming.
And you know what? You just talked about the swag about him. Like, if anybody missed that, go back and watch that. Get on the ESPN Plus app or wherever you can rewatch that event, because not only did he have like a perfectly timed, perfectly placed head kick and knockout, the post-fight interview was fucking fantastic. And like he rolled straight through that shit, and it was awesome. And he also fucked up a little bit, but he owned that afterwards. He was
But
called
he was
out
like,
on
fucking spelling.
Nah,
it's
man.
it's not the spelling bee.
It was definitely an amazing performance for your teammate. But you know what? You're coming up. You got this fight with Misfit. Now, you've been wanting that fight at the beginning of this thing. When we had last talked to her, she wasn't very interested in fighting you, but you did your thing, man. You did the call out video. She responded. You guys did your thing with Migs. Man, you got it. And like It was a lot of hard work, and I gotta commend you on that one. You went out and you did the grind, you did the work to get this fight, and now you have it. How excited are you to actually have this title fight?
I'm so fucking ready, and I'm so excited, and I really have been working so hard day in and day out. You know, that was a very emotional roller coaster for not just me, but for Christine and her team and everything like that, because a lot of people don't understand that it's not just you say I want to fight each other and it happens. Like, if they don't give it to you, like, I mean, it doesn't work that way. Like, it just doesn't get handed to you. So, you know, I kind of had to sit and say, like, what can I do to really push this and make it happen? And like, what extra can I do? Because I'm not really, like, I've been talking a lot of shit this fight, which is unlike me. I don't do that, but I've known, like, I've learned through, like, the greats, like Conor McGregor and stuff like that. You don't get fed with your mouth closed. So, hey, you got to go and you got to speak up. You got to start some drama and start some shit sometimes, and it might ruffle some feathers, but if you want it, go fucking get it. And I've been wanting it, and I'm not scared. I definitely feel like there's not anybody else that's going to want to step up and fight Christine. So what other fight makes sense?
Well, talking about going and getting it, back in Knucklemania, we met you for the first time. Not sure if you remember, but we were there. It was the first time we ever covered an event live and in living color, and you were in an incredible fight, right? Fight of the year.
Yeah.
But at the weigh-ins or after the weigh-ins, Ferea was there, and you were there. And you were just coming into bare knuckle, and everyone knew who she was, and you guys were chit-chatting. How does it feel to be in that position right there on that day and just a very short time after? I mean, it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, that was like a year and a half ago.
And here you are. Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's making it happen.
To me, the wildest thing is, like, the way that fate and everything set itself up, because at weigh-ins is weird, because Christine didn't know me from shit. I'm at weigh-ins, I get on the scale, and I'm up there, whatever, doing my thing. But Christine wasn't yelling at Teresa Segala. Christine just started fucking yelling at me. And she was like, I see you, Taylor. You're going to have to fucking come through me if you think you want, like, whatever. And I remember thinking, like, I mean, I went up to her after we talked, we chopped it up, and she's like, you know, you're going to have to fight me. You know, you're going to have to fight me. I'm like, okay. And that's great. And she was so cool and everything was great. But I always sit and think about it, like, she was only yelling at me. And, like, before she even knew I was anything, before I fought Teresa, like, she didn't say shit to Teresa. She just yelled at me and was like, you're the one. And, like, it was almost like she fucking knew deep down, like, yeah, this little blonde haired girl's coming for something. So
Spitfire.
You know,
yeah, like she saw a future ahead of you too. It's crazy.
Yeah. And the way that fate has just shaken itself out, and, like, with every single fight, and ever since I met her at the weigh-ins and stuff, I've always thought about her. And I mean that in, like, the least cheesiest way, but I've always thought, like, you know, I am going to have to fight her.
Well, she's at the top of the mountain. So if you're not trying to reach the top, then what the fuck are you even doing in any sport?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I would fight, you know, I fought Teresa, and then I remember just thinking, like, one of these days I'm going to fight Christine. Then I was supposed to fight in Montana. It didn't happen, but I seen Christine. I got to watch Christine fight, and I was like, oh, I want to fight her. And then didn't happen. Then I fight Hannah Guy and all of that. Just, like, everything in between. Like, Cassie Rob, just, I kept always putting Christine, like, working to get through that person to get to Christine.
Do you have a dartboard at your house with, like, her face on it? And, like, every night since Knucklemania, you've been fucking throwing darts at that thing. Like, I'm going to get you, motherfucker. Like a complete psychopath. But you got this.
About her when I'm punching people in the face in here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's talk about that. You've been training your fucking ass off. It really appears that, like, when we look at your Instagram posts and whatever, you have intensified your training. Is that true? Like, are you training? You must be. You must have ramped it up, because you posted something 2 weeks ago or a week ago. You were a month out from fight day, and you were fucking yoked up, dude. You were like, you were looking like you can fight.
You like that?
Yeah, you were looking like you could fight that day. Like, I'm like, God damn, she is fight ready now, and we're just a month out.
And no, like I think there's some people, and I've heard Christine say, like, I'm not saying, but I'm like, I know that Christine has, you know, said there's people that think they want it. I know I fucking want it. I'm not leaving any stone unturned. I'm gonna be. I am not gonna be. I am stronger than ever, faster than ever, hungrier than ever, motivated than ever, disciplined than ever. Like, unlike anything that you guys have ever seen, I put on a lot of muscle. I put on 10 fucking pounds of muscle. Like, I know that Christine's not a slouch or weak or anything like that. So it's just like, I know that she works her ass off. I want to work my ass off and be better. Like, I am going to be better.
Now, we all see that, we hear you saying that, and she has to see that, right? But she has stayed consistent in her interviews and saying that you basically, I'm paraphrasing, but you basically don't have anything for her. Like, you're not going to make it through 2 or 3 rounds with her. Do you think this is a show that she's putting on, or is she actually taking you lightly here?
I mean, I hope she's taking me lightly. Like, I want her to underestimate me, but I think that back in the back of her mind, she fucking knows that I'm busting my ass day in and day out. I'm sure she sees some shit, and I hope that it's lighting a fire under her ass as well. Like, damn, like, Taylor's fucking not playing, you know? That's what I want. I want to be underestimated. That's the best. Like, you know, the past couple fights haven't been the underdog, and I want to be the underdog. I love proving a motherfucker wrong. Right. And it will be no different August 27th, I promise you.
Yeah, you have to believe that where Christine is at in her career, that she doesn't take anybody lightly at all. You know, it's Absolutely. Just, I think that's just the mindset you always have to be in, especially when you make it up there, everybody's gunning for you, you know?
Yeah.
And she posts and she stays posting training videos as well. Like, she says those things in the interviews, but she's also training her fucking ass off just like you are. So I expect the two of you to come in there in both the best shapes of your life and really fucking tearing each other apart. I can't even fucking wait, man. I swear to God, I hope it doesn't last 2 or 3 so we could see a classic here. You know,
I really, really, I want this to go down, not just for female. Like, I want this fight to be the best in bare knuckle history. Like, you know, I almost in some sort of way feel like this fight isn't getting promoted as hard as it should be yet. Maybe, I mean, like, I know they got London going on, they got the big card going on, but people are really, I think just fans alone, like, other than like my diehard, like, I have such diehard fans, and Christine has really diehard fans. But people are really not, like, they don't understand what this is about to be. Like, this is about to be a fucking fight of the century. Is going to be crazy. Like, this is going to be one that goes down in bare knuckle history.
Yeah, I do see where you're coming from when you say that it hasn't been promoted as much. I think the one shitty thing about this event is that it's 1 week after this gigantic London card that they're doing, and they're really trying to push that international, everybody look what's going on over here. It'd have been nice if they kind of pushed you guys into September, so you had that space so that they could, instead of doing 2 fights at one time, they could do both of them separately. But it is what it is. However, you guys, Kyle mentioned it earlier, Fight Bananas, Joe Miggs, that clip went viral. That's one clip that I think, like, pre-fight, for any clip that I've seen so far in BKFC, like outside of the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship page, that fucking clip went crazy. Like, what is that? Oh, what happened there? What's going on? How did that thing get so big? What happened?
It's so funny because I, you know, she was talking all kinds of junk, and I knew she was going to be in Florida, and I just kind of secretly snuck down there. I didn't really tell anybody I was going down there. But my friend from Fight Bananas lives in Florida. I'm like, hey, I'm about to go to this event, and I'm about to start some shit, so let's, like, fucking start some shit. Let's do it. Like, I want to get this fight. And
get the cameras rolling.
You know, it was funny. I remember, like, the worst part of it all is, like, I was walking up to Christine, and I was thinking in my head, like, when I go up to her and I grab this belt off her back, one, I don't want it to be, like, a big fucking brawl right now and us get, like, in trouble. And 2, I don't want to drop the belt. And the first thing I fucking do is, like, grab it and just drop it. I overthought about it too much, and I was like, God damn it.
Oh, man. What did you say right at the end of the clip when the police rolled up?
Right.
There was, like, a cop, and you, like, stepped right in front of the cop, and you said something.
And it stops.
And the clip stops. What did you say?
I was like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, don't kick us out. It's not.
Yeah.
Because like they were
Don't tase me,
they
bro.
wanted to like take me away and kick me out and keep me from the event, and I was just like, it's not that serious.
Taylor, if you would have gotten tased in that video, you know it would have went viral 10 times more. You would have had 100 million views.
Bare knuckle fighter gets tased.
Bare knuckle fighter gets tased in front of the arena.
All night they were like, we got to keep an eye on you. You're a troublemaker.
That's awesome. Well, you know what? You opened everybody's eyes up and you got their attention, and now you got that fight. Now, we have a question in the comment section that somebody's asking. Did you put on 10 pounds since your 10 pounds of muscle since your last fight?
I really started lifting more so, like lifting more weights and trying to bulk up since January. So I'll give you guys an idea. I walk around usually, like when I haven't bulked up like this, like before, like when I fought Hannah Guy and stuff, I usually would walk around at like 130. And right now, like walking around when I'm eating whatever I want and like not cutting it off so much, I've been walking around at 145.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it's been like, yeah. So like then I just cut down a little bit to 140. So now I've been walking around at 140, and then I'll start the weight cut.
Damn, there you go. I wasn't going to ask. One of the comments asked what your walk around weight was, but I know the rules. You don't ask a woman that fucking question, you stupid.
But
what are you thinking, huh?
I used to be so scrawny, and it just all boiled down to like eating properly. Like, I mean, eating, I thought I was doing better by eating like my meals like spread out. Yeah. But I started lifting and like getting a proper like conditioning coach for lifting, and then like changing my diet, adding more protein and eating a bunch. And it was just crazy how much like muscle I put on. I mean, it wasn't like overnight. Like I said, it's been since January. Like it's been a process of me like working on getting stronger. But I knew I had Christine in the back of my mind, and Christine's a strong ass bitch. So
yeah, just for Christine. It's not easy to gain weight. Like I had the same issue back like 10 years ago, and we had gotten deployed, and I was like, man, I'm 125 pounds. I got to put some fucking muscle on. We're going to be deployed. I'm going to work out every day, you know? So I went.
It's like someone made a comment, and someone actually had texted me, and they were like, rumor is you're on steroids. And I was like,
best compliment ever.
I went home and I was like, I look like I'm on steroids.
Like, that's the best. I'm telling you, that's the best compliment ever, because like Mike said, Mike put on like 35 pounds on that deployment. He went from a little 40, skinny guy to a pretty thick, pretty strong
41, I think, or
41
like
pounds in 10 months that kid put on.
Like, bring on USADA, come on.
Yeah. So hey, my first deployment, Taylor, I was 160 when I stepped foot in overseas. When I came home, I was 40 pounds heavier.
Holy shit.
And everybody thought the same thing. They're like, "Oh, you juiced while you were out there?" I was like, "Absolutely not, motherfuckers."
I did do some test booster.
I did do a lot of supplements.
Whatever I could take.
You know what I did?
Like, I'm such a baby about that shit, and I was like, the thing that made me laugh the most was I wouldn't even know how to get that, and I wouldn't even I hate needles. Like, as much as I had tattoos that I have, I'm such a pussy when it comes to like medical grade needles. Like, I couldn't do anything like that.
You know what I did my last deployment? Now 2012-13, I was working a lot with the Navy Customs guys, and they're all a bunch of fucking big meatheads. So I started working out with them. And when soldiers leave the war theater, they got to go through customs. And if you have like open bottles of supplements and stuff, they confiscate them. If they're sealed, you can take them home. But if they're open, they got to take them. So the customs guys would just take them, and then they bring them in the office and dump them in this bowl. And then they mix the bowl up. And then every day I would drive down to the customs yard to pick those guys up. And I'd be like, "You guys ready to go to the gym?" They were like, "You want something out of the candy bowl?" There was a big bowl of fucking supplement pills. You didn't know what was what. You just reach in and take a little handful like this and go.
And take like a handful of Viagra.
Walk around.
And they started growing titties.
Fucking we got tits and a hard on walking around. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. No, that's great. I'm saying like if people are saying that you look like you're on juice, then fucking more power to you because you really put in the work.
I've just been working so fucking hard for this. Like, I want this more than anything in the world, and like I'm going to put on a phenomenal fucking show. I'm gonna win the belt, and like my hard work is going to shine through.
I was just gonna say that, like, on top of the hard work and putting on muscle and size and everything, if you watch your training videos and like obviously you're not giving on any game plans or anything, because that's the whole point of social media is let everyone know, that you're staying busy and you're looking sharp and you're looking strong, but no game plans. But your speed is fucking up, right? Like on top of putting on muscle and size and power, you've kept up your speed. I was watching a video of you hitting pads the other day, and it was just like a lot of it's repetition, but you were just fucking lightning quick, right?
My coach says, his name's Duke. So my coach Duke, he always says speed kills even in NASCAR. So I always think about that, and I love being fast. Like, it's just, I mean, power is everything, but like if you're fucking fast and you're powerful.
What is that? What's that old Connor fucking saying? Precision beats power and timing beats. It was so whatever the hell that was. Or maybe that's the opposite of what we're talking about. Fuck him. Fuck him for remaking Roadhouse. That son of a bitch. Nah, man, we're very excited about this, Taylor, and it's very cool that you popped on here while you're at the gym. Are you going back to training as soon as you're done with us here?
Yeah, I gotta go run.
You gotta go run, man. Well, I mean, we can run you through a this or that real quick, so everyone
Let's do it. I would love to.
Look at that, everybody.
You guys are like, we're all very like, nah, tonight. You guys are usually like wilding out.
You know what it is? It's fucking 95 degrees for like 14 straight days here in Connecticut, and we live in New England and we're not used to this shit. But on top of like 90 plus, it's like 70-80% humidity. So all we want to do is fucking dive into oncoming traffic as we fucking work. You know what I mean?
By the way, the quote goes, precision beats power and timing beats speed.
Oh, whatever. We were talking about power and speed, so fuck you, Connor.
Power, speed, precision, timing, blah, blah, blah.
You need all that shit.
I got it all, baby.
Oh, yeah, you got it all. Especially August 27th. You're gonna have to put it all on display. You're fighting the best out there. You want to be the best out there, become the champion. But we got a game for you. It's real fun and it's real quick. Here it is. It's called This and That, or This or That.
You would have just failed. You know, if he was on Wheel of Fortune, done. You can't do that.
Fuck you, Mike. Hey. So the rules of this game, Mike, this or that. You just got to pick which one you'd rather have. What you rather? Okay, ready? Weed or booze?
Weed.
Weed.
Wait, I don't know.
Oh.
I changed.
Oh, go back.
Go.
You changing to booze?
Because like I haven't been. I used to like be such a weed head, and now I'm not. But like I love drinking, so it's like I don't know. I'm just like I used to be more weed, now I'm more booze. But I haven't drank booze. Like
I can tell you that
right now.
That first night we ever met you, your face was all swole up. Your hands looked like you got stung by 100 bees in both hands. Your hands were all swollen, but you showed up and you were like, "Where's the fucking tequila?" And you're holding tequila shots like this. You're like, yeah, that was fucking awesome. Number 2.
All right, Biggie or Tupac?
This is one I'm going to get crucified for, but I'm going to say Biggie because
no, you're not.
I'm over here in South Carolina.
Why would you get crucified by saying Biggie?
But I love them both, but Biggie.
There you go. Mike's a Tupac guy.
Doorway, been the
I like them both.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What's your favorite Biggie song?
Kick in the Door.
Kick in the Door. I like the What with him and Method Man.
Yeah. It's just like I don't know. Kick in the Door is like makes you want to fight somebody.
Yeah, Notorious Thugs. Here we go. Number 3.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Hard or soft shell tacos?
Oh, see now this is a trick question because I like my tacos authentico. I want them to be like the corn tortillas, but soft.
Like the double.
Yeah, but then like if you go and you get like are you guys coming to Albuquerque?
See.
Yes.
Oh, listen, I lived there. So the food there is fucking amazing. But if you get chicken tacos with like crispy shell, amazing. Regular, authentic carne asada tacos with soft corn tortilla.
Yeah.
Money. How long did you live in Albuquerque?
I lived there from the time that I was 11 till I was 19.
Oh
And I
shit!
moved out here. Yeah, and like that's where I started fighting.
So are you gonna start? Are you gonna have like a bunch of friends and family there, or
We are
really? So this is
we are
home.
coming. The squad is coming.
Oh, this is home turf for you. I didn't realize that.
Turf for me, yeah. That's where I started fighting. So I'm very excited. It's like this full circle moment for me.
Fuck,
Very
that's
excited.
awesome.
Actually,
Yeah.
you guys just slapped the shit out of each other with tortillas recently. I saw that.
Who did that?
There's
Yo,
a
I
new
was going
thing.
for souls.
There's a new thing that's out where people like,
Yeah,
what do
they
you
put
fill your mouth
water
with
in their
water
mouth
and yeah, you
slap each
slap
other with a
it.
tortilla.
Yeah, they did it. I
It
seen
was so
it.
fun.
Who won?
Me.
Yeah, I definitely heard. Yeah, you had the best one. The whole thing like busted all over the place.
It was like I was breaking Mach 9. Like before I could even slap them, the tortilla was disintegrating. Like before it would even hit their face.
Oh man, that's funny. Here we go. We already did that one. Number, whatever this is. Go ahead.
80s or 90s?
Ooh, 90s just because I'm a 90s baby and like I feel like the prime of the Red Hot Chili Peppers was in the 90s. Like,
You know what I think is funny is that you're like the diehard Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, but
people think that I'm playing when I say that, and it's like,
you were born in what, 96, 95?
yeah, 96.
96.
Yeah, that's
And
I was
it's
a
like
freshman in high school.
yeah, it's crazy.
when I say that I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers, it's not just like, oh yeah, like I love them, they're a great band. Like, no, I'm obsessed. And guess what? After this fight, 3 days later, I got front row tickets to their concert.
Oh shit.
Nice.
You know what? You know what you should do is go check out the Woodstock 99 documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a 3-episode documentary about Woodstock 99, and it's absolutely fucking insane. But you were a little 3-year-old baby at home, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers were playing at Woodstock 99, and Flea chose to wear no clothes the entire time. And he's just jamming out, just dick out, ass out, the whole fucking show. It was crazy.
I hope that they do that on September 1st at their concert.
Maybe they'll bring you on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm very excited because I'm going to have that belt.
All right. Well,
yeah. Use some of that momentum and that notoriety as being a bare knuckle fighter and get your ass up there.
Hell yeah.
Maybe knock somebody out. I don't know.
You gotta make eye contact.
My plan is for my dad to go, and I'm like, Dad, I might wear like a clear raincoat. You might want to like.
You might not want to go.
Like, binoculars like this.
Oh shit! A clear raincoat. I love it. Jesus, here we go.
All right, next one. So you got to get rid of one. You got to keep one. Bad breath or body odor?
I'll keep the body odor. I'm sitting here like in body odor right now. Bad breath to me is such a turnoff and like so disgusting. And like if someone's breath is like woofing at me.
Oh, you don't like a good whiff of halitosis?
Hell no. What would your answer be to that? Like whoever would like, I don't know, body odor. I mean, you could like do something.
Jacob says, imagine if she's in the front row with that belt, but also imagine if she's in the front row with that belt and a clear raincoat on. How about that?
With a black eye, like
yeah, imagine that. How about that? All right, rock or hip hop?
Ooh, I like both. Those are both my favorite genres.
You gotta pick one.
I don't like country music. I like Toby Keith. I will say that. I can't pick one or the other. I guess if I have to pick, I would choose rock. But I like both of them.
Because you'd be canceling your fucking guys if you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I
love hip hop though, but I like the old school stuff, like 90s hip hop and stuff like that. I don't like the newer shit. I mean, some of it's okay, but I like rock, old rock. I can go back to like the 60s. I like hip hop. Those are two of my faves.
She's an old soul.
I am very much an old soul.
Here we go. This is a tough one.
Oh, Anthony Kiedis or Flea?
Anthony Kiedis, baby. Oh,
yeah, I think
that's why he's on my leg.
Did you gotta be, you know?
Did
you bang your knee on the desk?
Yeah.
Oh no, then she's out of the fight.
All right.
Knee.
Stallone or Schwarzenegger?
For what?
You don't know who they are? Come on, you gotta.
No, I mean, like I know who they are, but like, what do you mean? Like,
you gotta get rid of one of them.
You gotta get rid of one. You gotta keep one, get rid of one. Who you keep?
I'll get rid of Arnold Schwarzenegger because I don't know why. Something about him just like irks my being.
Could it be the fact that he had a kid with his maid and Also, the crazy shit that happened.
Irks your bean.
That might be it.
I don't know what it is. Like something about him. Like I don't know. But Sylvester Stallone, like we keep him.
He's also Rocky, so
Yeah,
Right.
We keep Rocky.
True.
here we go. Here we go.
Clean knockout or all-out war in your upcoming fight. with a
All
champion.
out war, baby. I want an all out war because I did not fucking train this goddamn hard. Like I would love a knockout and a finish, but I literally want to savor every fucking bit of every goddamn round of this fight.
You love to hear
And
it.
I want to feel it. Like I want to feel every bit of it. Like I mean, a finish is great, but I can say this, like when I finished Cassie Robb in such a quick time, I kind of was like, damn, like I wish I had a black eye or I wish I had something, like, you know, it was great. But like, especially with Christine and the way that I've been training, like I don't want to go out there and just have it. I mean, like a finish is awesome, but I want to fucking go in there and I want Christine to feel me every fucking minute and every second of that fight.
There we go. And last one
Beautiful.
for you. Hey, who do you got winning the upcoming fight in London, PVZ or Charisse Scala?
Paige Van Zandt.
You really? You got Paige
You
winning,
guys,
huh?
what do y'all think?
I don't
I was
know,
wrong.
man. I don't know.
I mean, like, this is the thing is, like, I know I'm saying Paige Van Zandt. I think it's just going to be too much for Segala, but, you know, Segala's fucking tough.
Yeah,
So you
I
never
think
know.
Yes.
I think Segala's a fucking animal in there, and I think it's going to be another 5-round fight for Paige. And I really don't know who's going to win
Yeah.
that
How
one.
she's
But
gonna do it.
Anytime
am
Segala gets fucking hit, she rises back up like the dead. Like,
Yeah.
like the
like the
Walking Dead.
Undertaker, yeah, that's right.
That's right.
All right, hey, we're gonna let you go, but before we do, Christine's waiting to come on. Do you want to send her a message real quick before we go? We're not gonna bring her on, but you go ahead, take a minute, say some things, and then we'll let you go.
Christine, Christine, I've been fucking busting my ass for you, bitch. So let's fucking go. August 27th, me versus you. Let's go. I don't even know what to say.
She's
it.
bringing the scissors.
I'm bringing the scissors. I'm bringing the steam. I'm ready for you. I'm about to go and run. I've been putting in this work. I know that you've been putting in this work. Let's go fucking put on a goddamn show. You old bitch.
Oh my God! All right. Well, thank you very much, Taylor. We can't wait to see you guys down in Albuquerque, August 27th. You guys get on her Instagram and her Facebook and her website and all that shit. Follow her on everything. She probably has a referral code in her Instagram bio, like every other fighter does. If you don't have the app by now, you're a fucking stoon out of the week. But if you don't have it, go use her referral code and get you that app because this fight's going to be a classic. We all know it is. So thank you very much for taking some time out of your training and coming talking to us.
See you guys in Albuquerque.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye.
See you later.
Later. You know, Mike, you were tripping for a second there, my friend. If you know what I'm saying. You said I'll bring
Tripping.
this, you say you'll see her in Albuquerque and you'll bring the scissors. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this motherfucker. Oh, this guy. All right. Well, anyways,
She picked those scissors up out of nowhere.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
it's a
man.
complete setup, I guess, from my part.
My God. All right. Hey, guys, that was awesome to talk to her. We got the champion in the waiting room ready. She is ready to come on. I'm going to wait till she shows back up on the screen, but she's here
She's there.
already, ready to go.
She's there. I think.
Oh,
you're
she's
just
there.
blind.
She is. All right. No, she's like way out in the background. All right. So we talked to Taylor Starling. She is challenging the champion. The champion is Christine Misfit Ferea. August 27th, she will be putting her belt on the line, and she is back with Mike and Mish. Here she is, Christine Misfit Ferea.
Wow, what's up?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Misfit?
Yo.
Look at you. Look at you. I see
Yep.
New Mexico behind you.
Yep. I'm in my home city right now.
Oh,
So you are in New Mexico right
Yeah,
now.
I've been here. I've been here for a while, acclimating. And I'm telling you, the first couple weeks were rough. I thought that little training mass was gonna help me, but I'm glad I came early. I've been here about a month. I got more time. I'm sparring up here. I'm getting my work over here at Sanchez Brothers Boxing. These guys are tough, man. So
man.
yeah.
Christine,
I'm
Christine,
hype. I'm hype right now.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
hype
you
right now.
are.
I saw my daughter, you know. My daughter, I saw her at the end a little bit. I don't really watch my opponent's interviews too much, but I had to peek in on my daughter a little bit.
She was very respectful. She knows what she's getting herself into with you, but she seems very ready. She's been putting on a lot of putting on muscle and power, but keeping up her speed is what she said.
Right.
She's ready to go 5 rounds with the champ, is what she says. But man, you've been making some moves on your own. Like last time we talked to you, I believe you were still in Vegas, but then you moved out to Florida, and now you're over in New Mexico. So you're doing everything a champion needs to do to keep her belt. Tell us a little bit
Absolutely.
about your movements. What was the move from Vegas to Florida for?
So I just wanted to, get some new looks. I've been in Vegas a long time. Florida is the mecca for bare knuckle. I wanted to go out there and train with Perry's team in technique boxing. James Taylor was a great add to my camp. I got to spar with a lot of young boxers. Keep up with the youngsters. And their energy. I love working with the kids. But then I had to move on to, I'm sparring with champs over here in New Mexico.
So was it a great move or what? Because I know you were debating it for a while, and you finally did it. You made the jump. Are you very happy? Is it not what you thought it was going to be? Like, you're going to go back?
I love it over there. Everybody was so supportive and great with me. I'm focusing right now on the fight. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that, but I'm gonna be making some different choices after this fight for sure.
While you were down in Florida, we just talked to somebody a week or two ago that did a little sparring with you, did a little training with you, Mr. Mike Perry. How did that connection get made, and what was it like messing around with that lunatic?
Well, I was looking for a place in Florida, and my manager, Matt Seibel, lived close to Technique Gym. So my lawyer, Jason Ferguson, was just like, yeah, I know those guys over there. Go check them out. They're great. And I didn't know that Mike Perry was actually one of going to be my teammate at the time. And when we met, he's awesome, man. He's a cool dude. He's an animal in the gym. He trains hard as hell. It was fun. He's a fun guy, and then he invited me over for 4th of July. So that was cool to kick it with him. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice.
They're very welcoming over there. He's an animal, and I think he'll do great.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think a fight with him and MVP is going to look like out in London? What do you think about that?
It's gonna be insane. Mike Perry. Mike Perry's an animal, so it's gonna be crazy.
He sure is. But we definitely are we're hoping that Mike goes out there and does his thing, represents the United States of America. But I'll tell you right now, MVP is no joke. He's a world-class fighter through and through. So it should be an amazing main event, an amazing card out there. We just talked to Taylor about your guys' card only 7 days after that card, which kind of like you're the marketing for your event kind of almost was a victim of timing because of that London card. But I think
we're gonna steal the show. Don't worry.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. That's okay, because the females, we're not always put first or made the biggest. We're not made the main event. But I guarantee, the way me and Taylor's energy, we've both got the little crazy bug in our head. So when we go out there, it's gonna be insane. And I'm in my head for this fight. It's been a tough camp for me mentally. Not just because of her, but just because of my, personal stuff going on. And I've had to be really strong and overcome. And that's what it's going to be for the fight. I already know this girl's tough. I studied her glory fights, her bare knuckle fights, and this girl could take teeps to the face. She was getting her ass kicked all over the damn ring by a Muay Thai fighter and just kept coming forward. So I know she's a tough girl. I know if the muscle, I don't understand why she's even saying she put 10 pounds of muscle on, because muscle is going to slow you down in boxing. I'm sorry, but that was a very wrong move for her. To keep up with me and to trying to match my power is, that's the only thing she can do, because she can't get the skill I can get that I have. In a short amount of time, the only thing she could have done, I think that's why they pushed it out, because we were supposed to fight in June. They needed to get her stronger, to try and so she could survive. But putting 10 pounds of muscle on before fighting me, making yourself slower. If you think that you're going to gain 10 pounds of muscle and you're going to be faster and you're going to keep your speed, you're out of your fucking mind. That's impossible. It's impossible. Like you just can't gain that much muscle and be faster and have that cardio. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Unless there's a little added substance to that. So I'm just saying you can't. It's impossible. It's impossible. So she shouldn't be even saying that out loud. You know, actually I lost weight and I've come down to be faster for this fight and to be more explosive and to have more cardio. I'm out here running sand hills. I'm out here running with these boxers, you know, this champion, Jason Sanchez, you know, look him up. And that's who I'm sparring right now. And that boy is putting a fucking beating on me. So I torture myself. I ain't out here having fun. This was not a fun camp for me. This was a very, very, very dark camp for me. So when I go in there, she's going to feel my darkness. She's going to feel my pain. She's going to feel everything that I've had to hold in this whole time. I've been alone my whole camp. To the gym, home, to the gym, home, to the gym, home. That's all I've done. Straight discipline. No one's taking my belt. Taylor Starling isn't taking my belt. She's gonna reign one day, but not maybe not in 125, and not while I'm here. Period.
Wow. Go ahead, Mike.
So at this point in your career, right? Like a lot of you've had a long career now, not just in BK, but I feel like at this point you're reaching the pinnacle of your career at this point.
I am.
What have you changed in your life that's made it so now when like a lot of people would probably be saying, hey, I'm done. I'm nearing the end of my career. You're taking off. You're at championship level here.
Yeah,
and it doesn't
it's because
seem, it seems like you're getting better every fight.
Yeah, I am. And I was not gifted anything. I was not given opportunities my whole career. I've been here training all these years. And because of my image and what I look like, that I wasn't given opportunity. I couldn't make it into combates. I couldn't make it into UFC, Lion Fight. I was 13-0, 14-0 as a Muay Thai fighter. After my first, they used me up in amateur, then had one pro fight, and I never got a fight again. And I TKO'd. I was like 80%, 90% TKO rate. And it was just my image. They were going after the pretty girl, you know. So I have like a lot of resilience, and I do not give up. And I'm not going to give up at the age I'm at just because I'm at the age. I'm still healthy. I don't go out. I party after my fights and shit for about a week or two. Then I'm right back in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck around. I don't eat bad. My bad is cereal. I mean, soup. And I eat cereal sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do bad, but I keep myself in excellent shape. I should have been in a lot of different organizations and given the opportunities, but I wasn't. So that's why I'm at my age doing what I'm doing. And I haven't give up because they don't want me here. Nobody wants me here. They want that pretty little blonde hair, blue-eyed girl. But you know what? I ain't giving it to them. It's vendetta, baby, because I'm gonna. All these people thinking that she oh my God, look, she's got speed on the pad. Da, da, da. Dude, I had that like 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not catching up, and these girls are not catching up. They are not catching up to me. They're not, because first of all, I have the experience of bare knuckle. I have the experience of being beat the fuck up every fucking day in practice because people don't like me because I'm gay, or people they're trying to beat the fuck out of me to get me out of the gym. They ain't doing that shit to these pretty little asses. They want to fuck them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just keeping it real right now. The people don't understand the resilience I have, and the determination, and how much I want to say fuck you. I ain't going nowhere as long as I have this belt. You guys can't fuck with me. You can try and sabotage me. You can try and fuck with me, but I'm too smart for that shit. I'm too smart. No matter what, I TKO'd somebody with double ammonia 4 weeks prior in my fight with Kaylee Cutler. I was like, I would not back out of that fight. I was supposed to fight Helen Peralta, but that little bitch backed out. You know what I mean? And she went to another promotion. Now she's trying to call out my name again. She's going to have to go through every fucking bitch in BKFC before she gets to me, because she ain't just coming to the top. And I'm bitching out like that. I don't. People just don't get it. I got COVID before my last fight. You know what I'm saying? That people can do whatever they want, throw whatever obstacle they want in my way. You're not getting me out of here until I want to fucking leave myself.
Well,
When I want to throw this fucking belt down and hand it to the next one, that's when I'm fucking leaving.
Well, I have to say that not everybody's trying to push you out, because I can tell you,
No,
your
no.
fans have to be some of the loyalest fans I've ever seen in my life. Like, you have a fan base of people who are behind you like 1,000%.
Right. They love me for my determination, my positive. I try to motivate through my struggle. When I'm talking online, talking about my past and all that, it's only to motivate the people that are sitting in the back that nobody pays attention to. That's who I'm talking to. Just keep working. Keep your head down. Keep working, because you're gonna beat the fuck out of these little Barbies or these people that are getting shit handed to them. Because when it comes to deep waters, I'ma drown you. I am going to drown you, because I've been drowned in my whole career. My whole career. Ain't nobody coming. I don't care if they're coming from the UFC. I'm gonna kill everyone in the UFC that came here. Because you know what? I should have been fighting them in the UFC, but they didn't give me the opportunity. I should have had the opportunity. I just knocked out Rachel Ostovich. We both went to the same audition. They took her over me. That's insane. That's
that
insane.
Is true. Yes.
So I don't care, because I have my belt, and David Feldman gave me my opportunity. He's one that gave me the opportunity, and he's letting me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? He gave me the opportunity, and I appreciate him for that. And I'm going to represent, and I'm going to do it respectfully. And I'm gonna I want to use this platform for the underdog, for the misfit, to let them all know that you can make it no matter what. You don't have to give in to the bullshit, you know.
Wow, Christine, you're definitely like fired up and speaking and keeping it real as fuck with us right now, and we love it, man. You are so ready for this fight. We can hear it in your voice. You're genuine. You're just speaking the truth. Now, a few minutes ago, you mentioned something about how you guys were supposed to fight in June. Was that common knowledge? Am I just not remembering that? Did we know that? Were you guys supposed?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody knew that.
Right. I don't remember ever hearing that you guys were gonna. Okay.
Yeah, June 23rd or something. I think we were shooting for it or something, but I already knew. I was like, they're trying to get her stronger.
That would have been at the Hard Rock.
They're trying to get her stronger. I was like, they need to get her stronger. I already know what they're doing, dude. I've been in this game way too long. I already know what the fuck she's doing, what she's gonna do, what she's thought about, what she's not thinking about. I already know. I already knew I had to come out here to acclimate. That little fucking mask thing, that shit don't work. Look up the studies, because the military, they did studies on that shit. That shit was sent to me by somebody. You know, the military did the studies on that. That shit don't work. That don't work for elevation, dude. That might help your mental, because you can't breathe and you're pushing through, but that does not help red blood cells formulate. Right now, I'm formulating more red blood cells as I'm here in elevation, sitting at 5,500 feet, running hills and shit, and sprinting and shit.
You know, Christine, last time we talked to you, you were fresh off your win with Britain. You got your belt back. We had mentioned
Ratchet, no heart Ratchet.
We had mentioned Taylor back then, and at the time you weren't very interested in a Taylor Starling fight, but I think like you must have like took a step back and realized that out of everybody left in your field there, she is like the one that made sense. Now, Taylor's the one that makes sense. You're about to defend your belt with her. Once the Taylor fight's over, and you know, if you still have the belt over your shoulder, which you know, obviously you will, you say you will. Who else out there? Is there anybody out there in that division? Or are they going to have to bring somebody
after what I do to Taylor? I'm not going to get a fight. None of these UFC girls are going to fucking fight me. I'm just telling you right now. What I do to this girl is going to be brutal. You know, I have a lot of I have respect for Taylor as a fighter, because she stood up and she wants to be a champion, and she's stepping up and she's taking chances. I like that. I do. I respect that in a fighter. You know what I'm saying? But I cut off all communication. I cannot hurt someone that I like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a mode. I got a real dark mode, because I know what statement I have to make right now in order for me to succeed, and for my, you know, for my family, for myself, for all that I've sacrificed for this and given up. You know, I know what I have to do. But who's going to fight me next? It's gonna have. I don't know. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not worried about that. Right now, I'm
Right.
worried about tearing
Who's
her
in-
fucking soul out. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking her shit. Her soul is fucking mine. August 27th, I'm going to fucking take it. I'm taking another fucking soul. That's all I know. I'm tearing her all the way the fuck down, and then she's gonna have to go back to the motherfucking drawing board and figure it the fuck out. And she's gonna find out there's levels to this fucking shit. There's levels to this shit. She wants to call me old. That's okay. I'm experienced as fuck, and I'm still strong, and I still got cardio. You know what I'm saying? So you can say what you want. I take beatings, girl. You just haven't seen it. I haven't had to show it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had to show that. When she starts dropping bombs or whatever she's doing, she's gonna realize when I just fucking shake that shit off and I come forward and beat the fuck out of her. She's gonna fucking remember why nobody wants to fucking fight me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're gonna have to thicken up that 135-pound division then, because you're gonna need
Yeah, I
somebody.
think I want to move up. I do want to move. This is a big cut for me. I'm a big girl. I'm a little thick. You know, I'm small and stocky, and 125 it's a challenge for me. It really is. I start cutting like 7 weeks out.
Ugh.
Like I'm literally like I have a nutritionist. I hired a nutritionist year round. Fucking pay her every goddamn month. Jackie, the nutritionist, the fight nutritionist, and she's a female. She's good for females, by the way. But
you know, Mike Kanowski's in the comment section. He says, "Elder strength is real."
Elder strength.
I think it's hilarious that he said elder strength.
It really is.
Because
no, it really is, bro. I'm so developed, dude. Like she's like a Bambi. She reminds me of a Bambi. Like when I saw her work, and then like it reminded me of a little Bambi. But that's okay.
That's funny because like me and Mike, you know, we're in the military, and you know, when we come in as young soldiers, we always get linked up with some grizzly old veteran. And I had this old 53-year-old E6 when I first got in the military, and I started working out with this guy. I had young man, and to be politically incorrect, we called it retard strength. And he was like, you got that young man retard strength. He goes, but you don't have any idea what the fuck old man strength is about.
For real.
And me and
that
him,
is fucking real.
I'm telling you, me and him used to go at it in the gym, and my 28-year-old ass would be pushing like real heavy weight on the bench, and he would match me every fucking time. And I'd be like, I don't understand how the fuck you're doing that. He'd be like, old man, a motherfucking old man strength. That's how.
What is that about? You know, why do people get that? Like, is it just the stress of life, and over the years you just gain strength from it somehow?
Fucking that, like, you little fuckhead, you ain't beating me.
Yeah, you're not today, motherfucker.
Like, not today. My brother's bigger than me, and he's 5 years younger than me. But I still swear to God, I will beat the piss out of him. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I don't give a shit how big you get. I will beat your ass for the rest of your life. But who knows? I mean, he's much bigger than me. But I got that old man strength. He ain't got that shit yet.
Yep. No, she'll figure it out. She's gonna figure it out. You know, it's gonna be a good fight for her. She's gonna learn a lot. It's like I said, I'm a daughter. I gotta teach her a lesson.
That shit was funny, man. You're like, you know, they say, son, I'm gonna daughter her, and then she was like, oh, I meant to ask Taylor about that because you said that, and then Taylor was like, yeah, she says she's gonna daughter me. I'm gonna daughter you, and that's weird because you're old as fuck. And
I laughed myself at that shit.
Yeah, I forgot to tell her that. I was gonna say, Taylor, you know, me, Mike, and Christine are all the same age, so what the fuck?
Yeah,
right.
You know,
damn it.
Ease up on the insult.
I'll pass the torch. I'll pass the torch when I got my platform set. You know, I don't got it where I want it yet. But when I'm done, when I feel like my body and I don't want to get up and run anymore, I don't want to get up and train, I will pass the damn torch. But it's not going anywhere until I want to do that. I'm telling you right now, I'm too fucking stubborn.
I don't think the sport's ready for you to move on, so don't go anywhere.
Nah, man. I really feel like the both of you, after talking with both of you two, you guys are fucking focused in. You're putting in all the work. It should be a classic, man. If one fight, I mean, this fight has Fight of the Year candidate written all over it, man.
And that's why I liked her. That's why I encouraged. You know, I gave her the opportunity. You know, I know that she has that fire. She has that drive, and she has the crazy bug. So I know she's going to be obsessed in what she's doing. And that's what I need. You know what I'm saying? Britain Hart was always the easy fight for me. I knew that, and it's hard to train for that. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, she went to 115, right?
Yeah, she
yeah.
did.
But by the way, Britain Hart, you keep running your fucking mouth in the on social media. This bitch keeps saying I'm a fucking PEDs because I beat her ass. Like, you're out of your fucking mind. This is hard work, dedication. You know what I'm saying? And next time I see you, if it's after my fight, we're gonna fight in the fucking street because you're a little bitch.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry.
I haven't seen any of that PED
Oh, I
talk.
got a screenshot of it. Of
Really?
it. She and I try to, even, I was encouraging her, helping her, when she was fighting Beck, even though she's a little bitch. I was just like, you got this, da 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 da. This is what I think with Beck. Talking to her in the DMs, and then fucking publicly she's saying this shit, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Are you fucking like off? Are you smoking crack in the trailer park again? Like, what is wrong with you? Britain, no heart, ratchet. We are enemies again. Stay in 115 because you're too much of a bitch to be in 125. And the Muay Thai girl's gonna beat your ass, just like I did.
That just took a turn, man. I didn't see that.
I've been wanting to address
Yeah.
that. I wanted to address that because that's some bullshit. Like, don't. There was an issue with a psychopath manager I had. He was a con artist and a piece of shit. And he like raped girls, and I didn't know who this guy was. Didn't realize he got out of prison a year before, and he was trying to manage me, and then started stalking me and fucking doing crazy, threatening me and my fucking ex-wife. It was crazy, and she's
What the fuck?
and then he started spreading a bunch of shit. So, like when her man beat the shit out of her, I went to her rescue, and I went publicly and I said, not rescue her, but like I supported her. You know what I'm saying? But she likes to kick fucking people when they're fucking down, or because she's not good enough, she's gonna say someone's on PEDs. Like, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. And you wanna try and dirty my name up like that? I get tested. How the fuck am I on PEDs? I got tested for the fight with you. The only reason why you lasted 5 was because I was fucked up from COVID in the beginning. She's lucky, dude. I had a fucked up camp. Anyway.
Wow.
Woo. Man, like Kyle said, that took a turn. I think I hit the door while we were going around.
That just happened like a week and a half ago. Like, I just don't want to see that bitch because I feel like I'm gonna beat her ass, and she's probably gonna snitch and a little rat and gonna call the cops on me, and then I'll beat her.
No, keep going, please.
Never mind.
What I was going to say was, when we were just talking to Taylor, she said some people had said to her, hey, you look like you're on PEDs. And she's like, you know what? That's the best compliment I can get because I know I'm not taking them. And that makes me feel like, hey, look, it's working what I'm doing. So, hey, take it as a compliment, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's stupid. It's stupid because people just need to take their losses. You know what I'm saying? If you lose, you don't just say someone's on fucking drugs, dude. If I lose to Taylor, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's because you're on steroids. No, it's because you fucking trained harder and you did your thing that night. You know what I'm saying? Except the Helen Peralta fight, that bitch didn't win. That was judges.
So are you telling me right now that if after this fight you still got the belt draped over your shoulder like you do right now,
I will,
and BKFC hits you up and says Helen Peralta wants to fight you and we're gonna bring her back, you would tell her to go through all the other girls?
Oh yeah,
you would.
Hell yeah, she's gonna work. You don't get nothing handed to you, little bitch. You vacated your belt like a little punk ass bitch. Get the fuck out of here, peasant.
I can't believe she left. I really like. That's a rematch that everybody wants to see.
Yeah, really and we should have. We were gonna be the main event. And she fucked that up. Now she's not walking back in without having to work for her shit because fuck that. No.
Wow. The only other girl that I could think of that is interesting to me, and I know that we just found out that she has a fight coming up. We don't know who her opponent is yet, but Martina Crowell, she trains with Joe Elmore. Yeah, she's a solid fighter, and if she gets another win in her next one, she could be an interesting opponent for you.
Yeah. No, that would be a great fight. Yeah.
Yep, another Muay Thai, crazy good jab.
Yeah. She's strong. She's a strong girl, and she's long.
Yeah, all you Muay Thai fighters are fucking crazy.
Hey,
and you know what? Hey, Christine, guess what? Next week we're going to be talking with Nick Chapman from BKFC Thailand, and we're going to be talking about Bukau and all
that's
that
my boy.
shit, man. Yeah, I know that you got super excited when they announced that.
Oh, dude,
signing
that's I really engulfed his style, and I studied him like I studied Mike Tyson for boxing and Mayweather and Canelo and Sugar Ray. So it's like Bukaw I was a Muay Thai fighter first. So that's the first fighter I really like was like, oh my God, this guy is so strong and he's a savage and he gives to his country and he just always keeps coming forward and very strong, and no matter what, if he gets knocked down, he gets back up. It was just like everything he is as a fighter was so inspiring and motivational to me. I don't fangirl over too many people, but man, if I seen him, I'd probably be like, I'd be mute. They call me a mute because I'm just like, I don't even deserve to talk to you, bro. I saw Mike Tyson before in LVAC in Las Vegas, and I just looked at him, and I was like, I can't even go bug. I couldn't even go bug him.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Like I was like, I won't. I'm like, okay, he's in the gym. He's in the gym. I looked at, we made eye contact. And I just look away. Like I don't want to bug him. Like, but I just have so much respect for them.
Mike Tyson's a guy that he could entirely change like so many people's lives. We would plan our whole week. Oh, as the fights are coming on this week, we got to plan our week. It's a Mike Tyson fight. The whole world knows it's happening. Like that type of shit is just so crazy.
He's so smart too.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. Even at his age right now, the way when he fought Roy Jones and he did that exhibition, you could see that like he's holding back some serious power.
He could have knocked him out at any time, I feel like.
I can't even believe how amazing of a fighter he is and how he's still like that. It's unreal.
And he's still fast, like like he still has a head movement hella fast. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And if you fuck with him on an airplane,
oh yeah. That guy's an idiot.
You might get taken care of real quick, man. He's a fucking true
and
G.
he didn't even do anything that hardcore to him. He just kind of like what you do to your little chihuahua, like poof, don't do that again.
Give him a couple of smacks,
right?
Man, awesome. I mean, it's great talking to you, and you seem as dialed in as you ever have.
Dude.
At this point in your career, you're already in New Mexico. You're a couple. What are we 17 days away from the event. We thank you so much for coming on here. You want to play a game with us real quick and then you get out of here?
Absolutely.
Or what?
Let's go.
Let's do what we did with her. This or that. We're going to play this or that with the champ. Okay. Here we go. Champion edition. This or that. Which one are you picking? Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
There we go. Number 2.
Passenger or driver?
Driver.
Control Fuck issues. Being a passenger.
Yeah, I love driving.
Control issues.
Yeah.
Talk or text?
Text.
There you go. East Coast or West Coast?
West Coast.
West Coast. Now, Mike wanted to ask you that question.
Yeah.
And I just jumped in front of him. But you lived in the West Coast. You lived in the East Coast. You still go West Coast all day.
I do. That's born and raised. That's in my blood. I'm West Coast blood right here.
Yeah. I guess I gotta kind of agree with that. Like if you're born and raised there,
I'm
not really
I'm from the Bay Area, West Coast. I'm from San Jose, Modesto. That's and Vegas, is my cities.
All right, here we go.
So, well, hold on. To steal a this or that from Taylor's Big Ear Tupac.
What Tupac?
I thought so, but I just had to check.
What did she pick?
She picked Biggie.
Biggie. Yeah. Look at this.
Course.
West Coast, East Coast battle. Look at that.
Of course, she says. Of course she did. There we go. Chinese. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
Chinese or Italian food?
Oh, shit. Oh, Italian. I'm a fatty.
Italian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, paisan. Hey, dine in or take out?
I'm an introvert, so dine in.
Dine in.
Skydive or scuba dive?
I don't like either of those.
Yeah, no, neither do I.
Skydive, scuba, fuck that that air thing. I hate flying too. I'm glad I don't have to fly to this fight.
If shit went south on one of those, which one would you rather be? Would you rather drown or have to fall for fucking 3 minutes till you hit the ground?
I know, before you.
I guess that's a way to look at it. I think that the ocean is full of death. And I would rather jump out of a plane than fucking be down there in the unknown. Fuck that shit. That's my thoughts on that.
Yeah.
But anyways, my wife dragged me to a scuba diving excursion one time, and I had a blast, even though I kicked and screamed like a fucking child all the way there. Didn't want to do it. I was like, this is the stupidest idea. I don't want to do this. There we go. All right. Kevin Hart or Dave Chappelle?
Chappelle.
There
Dave
you
Chappelle.
go. OG.
All day.
Yeah.
Breast or thigh?
On a girl?
That's it's what
Breast.
whatever you
wait,
perceive
I
it to
look-
be.
What's that?
Well, my new girl got me liking breast more. So. All right.
We were talking about chicken there.
Yeah.
Misfit.
Oh,
Jesus
Where you
bad.
going with this,
Yeah.
huh?
No, that's okay. Hey, last question for you is the same one we asked Taylor. Who you got winning that PVZ and Teresa Segala fight?
I think PPZ. I hope PPZ gets it.
There you go.
No,
We got-
nothing against Segala, but man, she needs a win. I hope
does
she
need to
gets
win.
it. Yeah.
Man,
I
that's
was wrong about both of you. I thought that you guys would say Segala, and you both said PVZ. So I was completely wrong on that one.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, Segala. I hope for Segala's career, it'd be great for her to beat her. But I feel like PPZ needs a goddamn win, so she can go beat up Britain Hart at 115.
Yeah, it's this is the last fight on her contract, right? I wonder
Oh,
if
is it? Oh yeah.
I think it is. If she wins, maybe they bring her back though. I don't know. We'll see. But we shall see. August 27th, main event. The champ Misfit Ferea is putting her belt on the line against the Killa Bee Starling. There's the graphic right there. Misfit, thank you so much for coming on. Take a second. If you want to deliver one last message to your opponent, here's your time.
All your nightmares of me knocking you the fuck out, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna cut you the fuck up, break you down to where you can't hold your hands up anymore. You're done, girl. You made a mistake trying to fight me. That's all I'm saying. And shout out to Barbara Orthopedic and Jason Ferguson, my lawyer.
There it
Oh
is.
my
There's the-
God. Holy smokes. We're going to cut that out. I hope you know. And before you go, I just have to throw this up on the screen. Get yourself a Champion Behavior t-shirt. Hello,
yes,
Fight
you.
Mixer.
Thank you.
Get on there. That's the front. That's the back. Go get yourself one.
God damn it. All right. Hey, it's been fun.
I didn't know I couldn't say my sponsor. Sorry.
You can say anything you want.
You can say whatever you want.
There's no limits on this show, but you've really poured it out, and you let everybody know what the fuck's up tonight, and we appreciate you being as real as you always are. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you in Albuquerque.
Thank you.
All right, take it easy.
Later.
There's a champ. Man, wow, super intense. She's ready. And she's already in Albuquerque, training at altitude and acclimating herself to the 120-degree weather, But it's a dry heat. Fuck you. It's 100.
Oh, God. You know what? Listen, okay, people would say that shit, and then I go to the desert, like, yeah. And I'd say, you know how hot it was? It was 140 degrees one day. And they go, yeah, but it was a dry heat. I'm like, listen, you freaking stunad. 140 degrees. What about 140 degrees dry or wet? I don't give a shit what it is. What does that make you feel? Oh, it's 140 degrees, but it's dry heat. So maybe it feels like 80. Like, what are you kidding me?
Hey, Mike, you're talking about Stunads right now. We got 30 plus people watching. You want to do Stunad of the week tonight?
Go for it, man.
Let's
throw it up.
do
God damn it.
Stunad of the week. Everybody share this shit. This was an awesome episode. Taylor Starling and Christine Ferea dropping awesome interviews with us. But guess what? We're going to hit you with a Wednesday edition of Stunad of the Week because we got a good one for you this fucking Wednesday evening. Here we go. I'm excited about this. The graphics up. Boom. Stunad of the Week. Hey, Mike. I'm about to hit you with some gems.
I'm ready for it.
Judge Mike Hunold, the Honorable Judge Michael Hunold, is at the desk, and he's about to fucking make a decision on who's the biggest dummy here. Stunad of the Week. I got 4 excellent nominees here. I'm going to start off with Marshawn Drinks, not Marshawn Lynch. Here he is, Marshawn Lynch, former Seattle Seahawk great, one of the best running backs of all time, was arrested for a DUI at 7:25 a.m. in his car when his left side, his driver's side rear tire was flat. His driver's side front tire, Mike, completely missing off the car. Motherfucker was
like a good time.
Yeah, motherfucker was shithoused. He was charged with DUI, dropped one of the most like instant classic mug shots you've ever seen. One eye shut, the other eye fluttering open. Unbelievable. I don't have that to bring up right now. This guy is a minority owner of the Seattle Kraken hockey team. He just took a fucking special consultant job for the Seattle Seahawks, and then he does this shit. Not smart, Mike. That's some Stu Nod shit. Up next, we got over to the right there, Talia Tight Pockets. That is Talia Santos. She fought Valentina Shevchenko recently. Gave her a fight. A lot of people think she beat Valentina Shevchenko. Talia Santos has not been paying her coaches, ladies and gentlemen. Her coaches are pissed. She has not paid her coaches in 3 fight camps. She owes one coach $37,000, and she owes another one of her coaches $15,000. One of those coaches happens to be her husband's brother, and she is refusing to pay these motherfuckers. Oof. That is some tight pocket Stu Nod shit, if you ask me.
Oh my Lord.
Number 3 on our Stu Nod list, Mike, we got Ezra Miller. He plays the Flash in the Justice League movies and whatnot. This dumbass, look at him.
That was Buffalo Bill.
Nope. He might do some Buffalo Bill shit in his spare time if you know this kid. Well, this guy was arrested for felony burglary, breaking into residence in Vermont and stealing bottles of booze. This is a guy in a $100+ million movie stealing alcohol out of people's houses. But this ain't the first brush with the law he's had this year. Mike, earlier this year, he was charged with disorderly conduct and harassment when he was yelling obscenities at people at a karaoke bar, lunged at a guy that was playing darts, and then snatched the microphone out of a girl's hand because he didn't like the way she was singing karaoke. Fucking dickhead. He got himself 2 protective orders slapped against him. This guy was in a couple $100 million worth of movie franchises, and now he's a fucking goddamn felon. Fuck up for life, if you ask me. And then last but not least, and Judge Hunold, you're going to have to really think about this one because that last one was a doozy. But this one here, Fetty Jr. II. Do you know why I'm calling him that, Mike?
What is his name?
That is rapper Fetty Wap. Also, real name, Willie Jr. Maxwell II. This dude is a junior and a second, which is weird to me. Okay.
You can't be a second. What the hell's a second? Isn't a second a junior?
Yes. Dude, Fetty Wap.
Fetty Jr. Maxwell Jr.?
Rapper Fetty Wap, real name Willie Jr. Maxwell II, violated terms of his bail when he brandished a weapon during a video conference and proceeded to threaten the people on the call while holding a gun in front of the screen. He says, and I quote, "I'ma kill you and everyone you with," while holding the gun in plain sight. This stupid fucking idiot was out on $500,000 bail for drug trafficking charges that he got when the FBI raided his trailer at Citi Field. He was there for a concert, right? They fucking raid his shit. They find 16 kilos of cocaine, 2 kilos of heroin, fentanyl pills, 5 guns, and $1.5 million in cash in his possession.
Oh my God. So I'm willing to bet he get more trouble just for that fentanyl than he will for the coke.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Mike. You got Marshawn Drinks. You got Badder than Ezra over there. You got Fetty Jr. II Junior, and you got Tyler Tight Pockets. Who is the biggest Stu Nod out of these 4 beautiful fucking nominees tonight? I'm gonna pull this off the screen because we all got to see your face when you're talking about it.
Oh my God. Okay. So, dude, Marshawn Drinks just had the best night of his entire life, if he can remember it. But guess what? He's still going to be rich and maybe he loses his job. But you know what? I'd rather be rich and lose my job too. So he's actually kind of smart. Who gives a shit? He's still rich and maybe he doesn't have a job. What the hell do you want a job for? You're rich, dude. Fucking that's a Stu Nod move, getting a job when you're rich. Dumb. Have someone else work for you. You're rich. You are rich. So I don't know if he knows that. Anyways, we'll move on. I'm not sure if you should have put Talia Santos on there because she's not the Stu Nod. She's the smart nod. Listen, this is a smart person right here. Train, Don't pay your freaking people. Now you have more money and you're all the way up on the look. Doesn't mean she's not a piece of shit, because she definitely is for not paying her coaches. But I can tell you, the coaches are the stew nods. We're just sticking around for so long. What are you guys trying to ride that train? Listen, she didn't pay you at twice.
Bounce.
See you later. Fool me. What did I say this last week? Let me try to get this right. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Well, they fooled three. They fooled 3 times.
You ever hear that soundbite with George W. Bush where he's like, you know the old saying, fool me once, fool me, you ain't gonna fool me a second time.
That's a president, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't know what the hell's going on, like most of our presidents. That's crazy. Why?
Right?
Pay your people. Stop being a cheapskate. But really, if you're a trainer, get a life. Think about what you're doing here. $37,000. That's what you wait for. Listen, you should have been out of there at like 4 or something. I don't know. Get the hell out of there. Now, this other dude, nobody even knows this guy really that much, I feel like. But then again, I'm saying that from personal experience. There's been so many flashes that it's almost like Batman at this point. Like, who's fucking Batman? Who's the Flash? I don't even know who this guy is. You know what I mean?
Ezra Miller.
Maybe that's why he's mad and he's going and he's making sure people know who he is by walking into their house and stealing their booze. Maybe he's just an alcoholic who has a lot of problems he needs to go get help for, but he's definitely an idiot. We know that.
Yeah.
Fetty Wap, though. Holy smokes. Yeah. I'm not sure if the stew nod is his. Who named him? Who named someone Junior? He's Junior the second because they didn't want to call him Junior. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no such thing as a second. You can be a second. I didn't even know that. That's news to me.
Oh,
look, this guy had a life. Like, look at how awesome his life was. And now he's out. He has enough money to post $500,000 bail. And now he fucking goes up and pulls out a gun on video, recorded, and threatens people's lives. Now he's going to end up going to jail for so long. I bet you he wants to press rewind because he is so screwed right now, man. He is the stew nod of the week.
Bam, dude. Stew nod of the week. There he is.
Yep.
Fetty Wap. Mr. What the hell was his name? Willie Jr. Maxwell. Willie
Jr.
Willie Jr. Maxwell the second Junior. Fetty Wap, you are our stew nod of the week. Congratulations.
So bad. What a dummy.
Oh man, I was so excited when I was reading these things. I was like, man, Mike's gonna fucking love this shit.
Oh my god, dude. I can't even believe. Why would you do that? Why would you even post $500,000 fucking bail if you're just gonna pull guns out on people?
What about
threaten their lives?
What about the amount of drugs he had there? Like,
have somebody else do it? That's why you're rich. What is going on here?
16 kilos of cocaine. And I want to say like a kilo is like 2.2 pounds, right? I think we've looked this up in the past, 2.2 pounds per key. So do that by times 16. This motherfucker had like 40 pounds of cocaine.
Ooh.
He had 5 pounds of heroin, bottles of fentanyl, 5 guns, and $1.5 million in cash just sitting there. And the FBI fucking busts his ass. Oh my god. Stew nod of the century.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways.
Oh my god. Hand us some of that money if you want to just give it away. Shit.
I mean, Jesus, man. Man, that was
give
fun.
It Talia Santos's fucking coaches. They need it.
Yeah. You should they should take that $1.5 million and pay off Talia's fucking debt to her coaches. That's perfect. That is perfect. Man, Mike, we had 2 intense, ready to fight fighters on the show tonight. We had Taylor Starling. She is ready to go. She's rip roaring ready, and she wants a shot at the belt and the queen of bare knuckle.
Yeah. And I can't wait to see it.
But the champ seemed like zoned in on a intensity level that we haven't seen her yet. So, man,
she seemed like she's not going anywhere.
She ain't going anywhere anytime soon. That's what she's saying. So they're the 2 best fighters out there right now. They are clashing August 27th in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The card's awesome. There's a bunch of fucking firefights on it. And you know who was on that card that a real close friend of our show is our boy Tony Soto's on that fucking card.
He is.
He's got a fight against Joshua Morales, I believe his name is. Josh Morales. But you also got like Jeremy Smith from Slaughterhouse is on that card. You got the Dotson brothers on there. Isaac Valley Flag versus fucking Brad Kelly's on that card, man. There's a lot of good fights on there. You also got our guest tomorrow night. So let's talk about that for a second, and then we're going to get out of here for the night. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. As always, we got the BKFC Thailand CEO in the house, man. He's going to come on. He's going to talk to us about BKFC Thailand 3, his huge signings, all what's going on with BKFC Thailand in the near future. They're just growing out there. Nick Chapman, the headhunter himself, Nick Headhunter Chapman, will be on tomorrow at 9. We will follow him with a atomweight fighter, former champion from King of the Cage, who will be coming back to fighting. She's been off for a couple of years, but she's coming back to fight a familiar foe. She has fought Cassie Robb in the past. Her name is Jamie Hinshaw, and she'll be on tomorrow night. Atom Bomb is her nickname. And so Nick Chapman and Jamie Hinshaw tomorrow night, starting at 9 o'clock. I hope you guys are all here, because I'm thinking tomorrow night's going to be another fucking fire show just like tonight.
It absolutely will be. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Get over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube page, and subscribe to all of our other pages. Please. Thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Peace.